for the rent inside fresh.
Yeah, I eat them.
You say you get something to be for the man, forget.
Tina, I eat them.
You chop Tina too?
Yeah.
You see up the other Gladys, the small girl, that one she my size.
Yeah, I eat them.
Ass. Yeah?
I eat them.
You eat them?
Yeah, sorry.
But you see him, bro.
I eat them. So baby. I'm Porter, a photographer, actor, and a photo model. I'm here to tell you about myself. Let's get going. Anyway, I'm Porter Nana Kwame Oredu, Odia Informba. I started my whole life as an actor, a stage actor. I started stage in 2008. I started with theater, doing a stage from here to here, and it gets to a time we started entering into a screen. Started working with cable acting and performing school, and Fine Film Factory. Started doing a little of screen with camera, playing around with the camera. So it was moving on well, but then I was still into stage, performing The Chest of a Woman, announcing The Land of Idiots, performing that book around the schools, like over the schools in Accra here. So it got to a time and before I already have love for taking pictures, so I used to take pictures with phone. Well, those days there's no Facebook. I think there's Facebook and no Instagram, no WhatsApp. So when I take picture on Facebook, I send it to friends via what's the name? It was Messenger. I send it to them over Messenger. So they'll post it. Some of them will take pictures, send it to me over Messenger, or edit it with my phone and take it back to them. So along the line, I met one lady called Obatuntum. We're in a relationship, and sometimes I give her a concept to go shoot, but the outcome doesn't come like the way I want it to be like. So at a point in time, I decided to learn photography and start being a personal photographer. So I started from YouTube, learning from YouTube, and I have friends who were photographers a lot. So they thought like, Porter, you can do it, you have the idea, you have the spirit, just learn more. So YouTube is my teacher, learning from YouTube, and here I am as a photographer. At first, when I started photography, it wasn't about to make money or to no. I just love pictures. I love pictures, and I decided I learned photography because of my girlfriend. I wanted to take her pictures for her, just her. So at a point in time, I found out it's not just about her. It's something big. So I was taking pictures for friends. I would call friends. I just want to have a shoot with you. You know our friends. Some will encourage you. Some will discourage you. That when I was starting photography, they'll tell you all sorts of nonsense stuff. But I know within me, I have the love for this camera thing. I have to push harder. For the challenges, it's a lot. Up and down, you shoot with a client, a whole story will come. Sometimes you lost some files. A whole lot of things will happen. You have issue with some of the models claiming your pictures is not up to their standard. Those days they go like, I love this picture you did, but mine you didn't do exactly the same thing. But those days we were renting camera, renting softbox, renting a whole life. So if you are paying more, or I have money, or like sometimes I call friends because I've done a shoot for somebody who has paid. So I still have the equipment with me. So I'll just call a friend, let's do a shoot before I return the equipment. But I'll call a different person when I don't have the equipment with me, just the camera. They'll see the picture, they'll go like, this is not what I saw on Instagram. And sometimes your friend will go like, you just want to mess around. But the challenge is tough. And nowadays the challenge, when I girls they worry a lot. Still the money they inside small. With me, I didn't experience that negative from the parents or stuff. Before when I was an actor, and my mom has seen me on screens, my family has seen me on screen, so they know what I'm up to. You get it? So my mom, one day I was in the room editing a nude pic. So my mom came in the room. She didn't say anything. She was just looking at me like, hey, pa, what you do? And I go like, no, I didn't believe anything. And they are sure who see and I'm banana about money. You know, mothers will advise you. My mom is my number one fan. She supports me in everything I do. So far as it's not affecting somebody out there, and it's me. She's okay. And my kid says she loves me so much. She supports my work. She always shares my work. See, the family. I'm so blessed to have a family like that. They support everything I do. The first time I braided my hair was with my mom idea. Yeah, people go like, hey, what my mate say? Oh, she told me like, what did your movie be? It was nice. Yeah, na fa kokro. That was it. Apart from getting deals from clients and people out there, some friends who try to let your business move on. I have a personal project I do called 10 Hours with the Camera. It's annually. We bring designers on board, makeup artists on board, and models on board. You know, as a makeup artist, if you want to have a shoot for your product, you have to pay the model, pay the photographer, before maybe a costume or something. And the designer too, if you want to have a shoot for your product, you have to pay the model, a photographer, and a makeup artist. And the model too, you want to have a shoot, pay the photographer, the designer, and the makeup artist. So with a big umbrella, I bring all these people on board. Instead of you paying all these stuff, you just pay like quarter of this thing. Yeah, you get free model as a makeup artist. You get free model, free designer, and pictures. And the model too, you get costume, you get makeup, you get pictures, and some snacks. It's 10 Hours with the Camera. The first edition was held at Legon Botanical Gardens, and thanks to the crew, everybody was there to support. And the second edition, we did something about Epic Africa. It happened at Ebri Gardens, Obosumase in Ebri. And we did a third one at the Next Door Beach. That was a beach a studio at the beach. That's where we did it, and that's the other source of income for me. Yeah. I'm good with a studio shoot. That's what I believe myself. Like, I'm very good when it comes to the studio, and I love playing with colors a lot. Especially if I have a concept shoot I want to do. I have a way I want the pictures to look, the colors, the lighting system, and everything to look. So I think I'm very good with the studio, with color grading and the lighting aspect. But I do weddings, take everything. But I say my stronghold is the studio shoot. Oh, actors, I've worked with Kobe Rana. Worked with Kobe Rana before, and Andy Tete, Anthony Wood, Blay, Philip Pratt, and Pascal Aka. I worked with him on his project Double Cross, and Ohene, and I worked with a couple of guys who are rather making their names, and Gloria Safo. I worked with her on some 1 or 2 projects or so. But when it comes to the models, I've met a lot of them. A lot of them, the big ones, the new ones, the old ones. We are still moving forward, and the team, the Porters team, you have a target where you want to take photography to. You get it. We always see this picture, you pose, you take the shot, you pose, you take the shot. Sometimes you have the idea to do it, but how to execute the idea is the issue. You know, Ghana here, getting all the equipment and stuff is not easy like that. So we are always trying our best to make good use of what you have right now with us. So that is important for you. You are still working hard to get the big deals to make it true. So I like that. I used to ask this question to every model I meet, like 5 years from now, how do you see yourself? 5 years from now, I see myself to be one of the good photographers in Ghana here. But Pixels is one of the people I look up to. That man is so dope. Like, the first time I met that man, I was like, he was like, Potter, I love your shot. Wow, getting this compliment from this man, it's not easy. 5 years from now, I just want to see myself with a big studio, a big theater studio. It's not just a place you come and rent and shoot music video, where we can do a whole lot of setup, a village, a city, like a theater itself. Everything is involved, you get it. And being not really, I'm not good at being a leader like that. Like, I like being a support. I like working under G. Being a leader, I feel like everything is on me. It doesn't make me feel comfortable. So having people around me, they go like, okay, you have to do this, you have to put this together. It really makes me comfortable and focus on what I'm doing. So 5 years from now, if I'm still alive and where I know I'll still be alive by then. So something big is going to happen, and by then, Porters we're going to celebrate 15 years in the whole acting and everything together. So I think that by then everything will be great, and you're all going to be alive to witness that. Yeah, savings. The team is really saving, putting some money somewhere, and doing the 10 hours with the camera I told you. We're getting some sponsors on board, trying them, like letting them buy the idea, know what they are going to get, and what you're also coming up with. And we do other events, parties and stuff, so we can get some money from there to build that studio, our dream studio we want to build in Ghana. I want us to be the first people in Ghana to have all this kind of setting in one place. You can have it in Ghana here, but you have to get this from here, this from here, this from here. We want to be the first people in Ghana where you can get everything from just one studio. You can do everything from forest to garden, from garden to bedroom to everywhere, like just to have that in one setup. In Ghana, I would say we can't just stand up and say I'm a photographer, I do portraits only. My brother come back there. You don't have a photographer in Ghana who's going to say like I do landscape. I don't take human beings, I just take landscape. No. Lifestyle, you're going to say, okay, we are lifestyle, so you just walk on the street and take this weird. It's not going to happen in Ghana here. So you're a portrait photographer. My brother, I have to learn how to do wedding, do events, do other stuff. So for me, I would say those who are doing photography because of our ladies around, Chaleyama bringing you to body number. You get it. In a way, in a say, those who have taken it as a profession, it worries a lot. For example, just imagine, say somebody will contact you for a wedding, you give the person like, okay, 3,000 is the budget, and somebody is going to say, okay, I'm going to do everything for you for 1,000 too. Later on, they'll go in and what they promise and they can't deliver it. In a way, they tag you to all the photographers around. They'll go like, oh, they'll promise you something, they don't get it right. But for me, I would say in Ghana here, if you are doing photography because it's a hobby, make it clear that it's a hobby, it's not something you're taking as a profession or something. Because we have a lot of people in Ghana here who are doing this as a profession. They don't do anything apart from photography. You get it? I don't do anything apart from the media. You get it? Doing events and stuff. That is why I don't do anything apart from the media. So I just want to say, the photographers out there who play with the camera just because they have the cameras at home and stuff, we should just put a stop to it and just focus more on the promoting yourself and Ghana as a whole and the industry itself too. Because for some time now, I get this comment from the Nigerian guys like Nigerians are really doing good when it comes to photography. They go like Ghana boys, we don't learn. Those who learn too are very some way, be the kind of shoot they do, they don't even post them. You get it? So I think say if you are doing this as a profession or as a hobby, we should just make a difference come between those who are doing it as a profession and those who are doing it as a hobby. Right now I don't have a girlfriend. I broke up not long ago, so but I'm seeing I'm talking to somebody, but it's not official yet. Yeah. You know yourself, right? I started nude pictures, I think 2017. One lady from Kintampo contacted, we don't know each other. Just saw my picture on IG, like, I want to do this shoot, but it's for something outside or something. So I'm matching if I come from here to Kintampo. Got there, met the lady, we did the shoot, and I didn't know I was going to do a nude shoot. So I got there, it was nude. First I was scared. I was like, why am I doing this? And if somebody sees this picture and go like, what I shot it, how is the reaction going to be like? But after that picture, when I posted it, trust me, I got like ×5 the normal likes and the comments I get on the social media. So I was like, okay, so our generation, you are used to this, we like this. So I started going more into the nude picture just because for the comments and the likes more. But right now, I do more of the nude work for money. If he is not paying you, you are not doing nude. Yeah, we started with this photo story. It's going to be a normal pictures, but a story behind it and with a spoken word in it. I've not seen anybody doing that thing. I've seen a photo story, but with a spoken word under it and stuff. I think we have shot like 7 episodes out there, and we are coming up with a new one and a new short film will be coming very soon. So let's wait to that. Big shout out to what's the name, Twins Dornberg. We still talk. We have been friends before they became the Twins Dornberg now, but we are still friends. And Afro Native, one crazy designer, one crazy stylist. He has been there for me from 10 hours, first edition to now. He's always there supporting me. And Kweku Tips, he was the one I did my first photo shoot for. Kweku Tips. He has been one guy who always told me like, but you have the idea about the pictures, you know how to carry the camera, you even have the swag to be on the camera and stuff, so just carry it on. And enlighten images. He taught me how to use the Lightroom. He played around with the Lightroom for me, and that's where I got to learn how to play with the Lightroom. And those who are also want to do photography, I got a lot of people who like, but I want you to teach me how to do grading. I want to see grading. For me, we don't teach grading. I think so. You play with the colors. If you're okay with it, you save it that way. You are not okay, change and do something else. And those who are doing the photography, because of the girls, Charlie, Maya doing your Jumakakra, you get it. Because you'll be personal work. Now the day I got the go to myself. To me, it doesn't really make sense anyway. But Charlie, shout out to all the models out there who are doing something good for themselves. Charlie, shout out. Porter's Image on IG, that is the company Porter's, the photographer and everything. And my personal page is Kwame Porter. And we have a nude page called Nude in Town and Pot Girls. With the Pot Girls, we give models out for music videos, ushering, private parties. And the Nude in Town is just about the nude shoots we do out there. And Facebook is Porter, Twitter is Kwame Porter, and YouTube is Porter's GH. My name is Porter Nana Kwame Oredu, and this is GH Rising Star. Be famous.
For a very long time. She knows everything about me, but I just wanted her to meet the love of my life for the very first time. Kwame ya brante bi ani hutwa. Besia biara pede ode no hyen, but he was just not interested in such things. Little did I know that AC had bad intentions for Kwame and I started serving my love, and before I realized, he started choking it. There was nothing I could do but to watch the love of my life die in my arms. I knew she was behind it, but there was no time to ask questions, but I had to fight for the love of my life, and before I realized, things just went out of hand. I might have died out of love, but she died out of a pointless jealousy. Kwame and I might be somewhere right now, enjoying life.